Okay, this will be an interesting one. It's something that I don't like, I don't agree with, and it doesn't solve problems like it does. There's so many schools of thought out there which think that they can solve problems by doing their exercises or their meditations and shit. I'm a person who hates meditation or anything else like that. It's not for me, it's not my cup of tea. But a lot of people seem to think it works, and this is just another school of thought which comes across possibly as a cult. It's a bit strange. It probably costs money. So let's see if we can make it look any good, whatever it is. Okay, let's see what it is that I'm talking about. We have here, it's called Access Consciousness, empowering people to know that they know. That's a bit odd. Anyway, this is the piece of paper. I'm interested in that part. We're going to make this into a demo. Going to use that piece there. But basically, it's a bit strange. This is a bit on this strange side. It's not good. It's not a good thing, in my opinion. It probably costs a lot of money. It's all about making money, folks. You have to do classes and, meditation and yoga. They're all money fucking costly. If anything's going to work, it mustn't cost any money. A spiritual philosophy or school of thought shouldn't cost money. It should be free. It should be free and not cost a cent, so that anyone can access it. Because it's not all about. It mustn't be about the rich and what they can afford. Everyone should have a fair go, and if something is any good, well, it'd be good if it was accessible. So it's access. If everyone can afford it, even including the homeless person on the street, should be allowed to have some kind of freedom. Anyway, we're photocopying this picture. We're going to move it around. But they call it access consciousness, but how much money is it worth? It sounded a bit funny. The photocopier sounded like it died. Strange. But yeah, things should be accessible to everyone, not just the rich or the elite. Anyway, that looks interesting. It shouldn't just be about the rich and the elite. It should be about everyone. And these yoga classes are too expensive. They just cost too much. And there's no guarantee that it's going to help. So let's see how we go. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, that's a lot more crisp. There's no background on this one. Wondering if this one's going to be any good to use. Actually, we've got the face. The face, that'll make it into something more interesting. So we've got a face facing downward. So that could be something we can work on. Going to leave it at 100 or something like that. I think we can pull off the bleed removal. I think that's good enough. We're going to make the face the centre of the job. But basically, yeah, I just don't like all this funny stuff that these people are peddling, you know. I just don't like all this weird stuff that's being put out there. It just doesn't go with me, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm just going to overlap this a little. But basically, yeah, you just don't know how dangerous these philosophies and spiritual stuff can actually be. You just don't know how it could kill you, you know. You just don't know what you're dealing with these spiritual schools of thoughts and activities. Okay, that's that one. It's our first part. But you just don't know how dangerous these are, and they do cost money. And if they cost money, it's no good. I thought spiritualism is meant to be without money. Like, you know, that's another thing. People who put their money into buying crystals for the different so-called powers that each different type of crystal has, or supposedly, should I say, supposedly has. You know, that costs money. That adds up. It shouldn't be like that. You know, we shouldn't have to spend money to stay spiritually well. We shouldn't have to spend money on it, folks. You know, it's not supposed to be money fucking. But everything's about money these days. There's nothing free anymore, so it seems. It's really sad to see that everything's for profit, pretty much. And it's like you're literally selling your soul, or whatever. So yeah, you just have to be careful with what you deal with. And that if it costs money, well, it's going to be something that's no good. That the people who are the practitioners or the people who run the business, they're not to be trusted. See how we go with this. Trying to straighten it up, folks. Anyway, that looks interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.